Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Winning Lottery Numbers. I'm happy to say that this is the first Mega Millions prediction that I make. Um, this is a channel dedicated to uh, picking winning lottery numbers, and to this tracker that you can see on your screen. Please stay tuned to the very end of the video to see my three predictions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the tracker with you guys. I updated and did a little bit of research on the results, um, and I just wanted to share them with you. And so this tracker is what it does is there's input boxes for both the Powerball and Mega Millions lottery Mega Millions, and it gives you two rows so that you can compare the results in a visual way and try to distinguish patterns of repetition. And so instead of trying to think of things as numbers, you can look at it like a picture and try to predict it like you would looking at clouds rolling in, and and predicting that it's going to rain this afternoon, for example. That's my thinking, at least. I'm a fatalist, as I mentioned before in my other videos. Probability is fantastic, and a lot of people think I'm a bit of an idiot. But I do believe in God. I do believe there's a divine plan, and I do believe if you dedicate enough time to it, if you dedicate enough time observing it, you will be able to arm yourself with information so you can predict what happens next. That's my take on it. Sorry for rambling fast. Let's get to the tracker. So, as I said before, there's two input areas for the Powerball lottery and for the Mega Millions lottery, and they're displayed. Mega Millions is right there, and the Powerball is right there. And obviously, in the Mega Millions lottery, the your selections go from 1 to 70, and the Powerball go from 1 to 69, and reversely. So for the extra ball, the Powerball goes 1 to 26, and the Mega Millions goes from 1 to 25. And so this little area right here is the input box for the extra numbers. So instead of trying to pull, 50 results of extras for the of golden ball and power number from the last whatever, I I combine them into one area, into one input, and then displayed them together. And this is my assumption, is that there is a correlation and there is things that affect the results, and it's not that you need to understand what it is that's affecting them, but you just need to be able to know how to observe the effect. And so looking at looking at looking at the tracker, the things that I usually look for are obviously when you see high areas of occurrence, patterns. So you see runs, like here in the Mega Millions, you'll see 6, 17, 18, 19, 20. None of them got selected, but 15 and 21 did. And so I consider this a run. In this scenario here, where you have, like, for example, in the Mega Millions, there's a high occurrence 21, and there's a high occurrence 20, for example, in the Powerball. This would be something that I would look at as an example. I sometimes consider, like in this area right here, there's two little runs that go towards each other, and I consider that kind of like a clue, right? That's the way I think of it. And so I'm going to show you my three selections now. And if you wanted to watch to the end, you can watch to the end, and then maybe you can gain some insight into how I've chose the numbers. But I don't want to subject you to watching to the end, because I know sometimes you just want to pick the numbers. But I do assure you, I apply some thought to what it is that I'm doing. And if you wait, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal one at a time, and I'll explain them in that way. At least I'll force your hand to sit a little bit longer. So my first selection is here. So it's 6, 20, 62, 66, and 31. And like I was mentioning before, the reason why I chose 6 obviously is because it's in kind of like a lit up area right here, There's a little bit of a run 4 5 going towards the 6, and then there's a converging pattern both in the lot in the Mega Millions and the Powerball. So I chose 6. 20 is the same thing. There's this run. There's a lot of activity right there, and it seems like there's a little bit of a pattern right here. So I picked 20. 22 could be another potential selection, but I picked 20. 62, where are you? And then 62, obviously, you see what I mean? There's like a pattern indicating that there's movement towards the outskirt of 64, 65, 67, 68, 66. This could be a really interesting area, and I think that's one of the reasons why I picked 66, but I'll show you that's 62 is what's between 61, 63. It's kind of lit up a little bit there, so I just picked 62. 66 is a really great example of a run of numbers, odd numbers, and I'll pick the center, and then you see these two numbers are converging, 68, 67, 65, 66. So I picked 66. And 31, where are you? 31, bloody blah. 31 is, it just seems like it's going to happen again for whatever reason. I don't know if that's enough science for you there, but it seems like the numbers are converging against it. It's standalone. There's nothing occurring after it. There's a probability it might run, or even the 30. If you guys wanted to change it to 30, that's a good one. And so we'll do this second selection. So it's 22, the same thing. High occurrence 23. It's just blood red there, beaming, saying something's happening around me. 29 next to the 28. There's a little bit of a run, and it's in the center of the 3 Powerball. So that's kind of like stood out for me as something to consider. 30 again. It's this little pattern. It's next to a high occurrence inside the Mega Millions results, and it's got this little pattern. Sometimes you get a run of 2. So I picked 30. 32. I picked it again. 32. I didn't pick it again, but for the same reasons. There's a lot of activity in and around it. It's kind of wedged in there between 31 and 33 and 54. 54, where are you? Here you go, 54 for the same reason. There's a bit of a run, 52, 53, and when you combine the two numbers, it's a standalone between 53 and 55. It's just sitting there. It's a high occurrence in the Powerball. And the golden number for that selection is 23. Why did I pick 23? I mean, look at it. It's just saying, there's a good possibility I'm going to show up. And now for my last selection. Here we go. 12, 15, 20, 32, 35. 12, obviously. Look at that. It's just saying, pick me. There's an empty run in the Powerball, 15, 14, 13, and then it's sitting on a higher occurrence in the Powerball at 12, and it happened already once, and it seems like it's wedged in as well, like non-occurrence or in a desolate kind of low activity area. It's just a standalone number. 15 is for the same reason. There's a run there towards the 15. It's lit up in 16, 17, 18, leading towards the 15, and in the Powerball results and in the Mega Million results. 20, same reason. It's in that high activity area. It's just it just seems like it would be a good choice. 32 for the same reason I chose it before. And then 35, where are you? 35, that's kind of obvious. Look at this. It's just next to 34, which is high occurrence in the Mega Millions. And it's got a really nice little pattern, 33, 34, just saying, something's going to happen there. 37 would be another good option. High occurrence 38, and it's just sitting there at the end of a run wedge between that two area. But these are the numbers that I picked for you, and the golden number for the last pick is number 4. It's next to the 5 there. It's got a 2 3 indicating that it could be the number coming up. So that's it. This is my little short video, my first video for the Mega Millions prediction. I'm gonna do the same thing for the Powerball tomorrow night, and if you're in Canada, I'll do the same thing for the Lotto Max for tomorrow. I uh, I really hope that you're safe. I really hope that that things aren't as desperate as they are in a lot of people's lives in your life. And I really hope you're playing the lottery as hope for the future and not out of desperation. And if you do decide to pick my numbers and you do win, please don't forget the little people. And I really hope you win tomorrow night. I wish you the best of luck. Best of luck.